All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Kobayashi's Dragon Maid,
Episode 5.
Oh, yeah.
I love this adorable show so much.
Episode 5, and we have 5 characters in the show now.
Yes,
of
we
the
have
core cast,
Toru,
at least.
Kana, Kobayashi, Fafnir, and Lukoa.
Yep. And I guess
5.
there's... Yeah, I guess...
Well, there's also Saikawa,
there's the side characters
not
on
bully
top
anymore,
of that.
who very much is
Right.
in love with Kana, basically, at this
definitely.
point. I mean,
Yeah.
who isn't in love with Kana?
Everybody's in love
Well,
with Kana.
Fafnir kind of isn't in love with anything.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Well, no, he loves slaying things in video games.
Yeah, specifically Dark Souls right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
But having this new dynamic of more characters, but still missing one from the OP.
Yes.
We have not gotten the narwhall, unicorn, sea dragon kind of
squiggly horn.
Right.
Yeah. And then we
Right.
also have not gotten the
other human.
Yes, right.
Yeah, it looks like she's either one of the neighbors. I can't tell. Because remember, there was the one person who was a neighbor who was like, "My cooking," and it's like, wait, that's cooking? Like all that noise out there, or what have you? So is she like low key some kind of like boil cauldron bubble and like tossing like animals into it or something?
Well, we did see one person with a cauldron in the OP.
That's true.
We haven't gotten introduced to them yet, though.
Yeah, that would be cool. But yes, more daily lives, shenanigans, slice
Kana
of life.
being at school. And...
Oh yes, Kana's at school. We had that wonderful stuff from before. That was just.
I love how wholesome this show is while being funny and goofy and relaxing.
Absolutely. KyoAni, you know how to make quality stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, everyone, now be sure to go check out the reaction portion of the video in the description below, and then come back here for the discussion. All right. Well, we got ourselves a very, very adorable little sequence of skits. I'm loving the continuous bit of just kind of checking in with Kana and just showing how Saikawa is just falling more and more in love with her.
Oh, yeah.
But also just having Toru really be one where they got a little bit more into her character here of not just having her wanting to understand more about humans, but more about Kobayashi.
Yep.
And to showcase that she is valuable and she deserves... affection. Like she's worthy of all this. And it's rather fascinating because when you think about what she brings to the table as a dragon, a lot of it is how it gets translated over to her human, counterpart here, Kobayashi.
Right.
And a lot of it isn't necessarily as helpful as you'd think.
Right. Because being able to, being the avatar of destruction, right? That doesn't help much in the day-to-day, right?
So the fact that she might be going through a little bit of crisis of identity of thinking like, well, if I belong in the human world, what point is there in me being a dragon, me being who I am here?
How do I make sure that I have worth?
And that's, Yeah, because given that a lot of her characters focused around being a maid, it's a vocation.
Yes.
So it's not necessarily an identity.
Sure.
It is something that a lot of people might identify with and carry a lot of value and worth from, but for her, it's not really about being a maid, it's about being helpful and important to Kobayashi.
Right. And
so
because Fafnir's whole comment about, like, I think you're spending too much time in the human world,
You're becoming like them.
Yeah.
Bless you.
It's something where, thank you. It's something where she has to kind of find her identity, though, as a dragon among humans, right?
Yes.
Because it's different than just being a dragon and, oh, okay, you're in the human world, right? There's all the things, that she does that are different. Her life is completely different. The whole idea of, would you be able to kill humans if you went back? And one, she probably wouldn't be able to, but then two, she doesn't want to go back. Yeah. So she is pretty fundamentally changing her lifestyle, but then also kind of who she's deciding to be as a person. And so now she kind of has to figure that out. All right, who am I then? And since Kobayashi is kind of her anchor and guiding star in this whole situation,
right?
She's watching her very closely because she's in love with her, so of course she does. But it's also, okay, who am I?
Right.
You know.
And when she tries to be like Kobayashi and be kind of the Kobayashi for Fafnir in this case, she can't really do it because she's not Kobayashi. So I like that she's learning as much as she can about what not only it means to be a human, but what kind of things Kobayashi might like if she kind of adopted human cultural traits and what have you. With the Kobadono, what is it? The Kobad, the pushing against the wall. That.
Right.
I don't remember what it's called, but
right, yeah.
Kabadon or something like that.
And I love that because when I first saw that, you know, I was like, oh, okay, that's something she's going to try that with Kobayashi. But then she's fantasizing of Kobayashi doing that with her.
Doing that to
her. And it's like, oh, wow, okay. Wow. You know, but Kobayashi's probably not going to do that, right? Like, but of course it makes sense that that's what she would desire, because a lot of her affections have been very one-sided as far as the means of how they're being expressed.
Yes, that's true.
So, you know, of course it's natural that she would want that to come back the other way.
Right. And I do like that she has incorporated her dragon magic into Maid's skills, because I actually think that there's something telling with that. Given that the beginning of the episode starts with her being like, I didn't get chastised at all. I'm doing really well. I'm figuring this out. Wow, it's been 2 months. It's kind of the look how much she has fit into your life and changed it for the better.
Yep.
Then that's when Toru starts to have a little bit of the insecurities of, well, but I kind of want a little more. It's kind of the bit where it's something where she settled so much into fulfilling a human role in this way for Kobayashi that she's like, but where do I fit into this? Because this seems like something anyone could kind of do.
Right. She doesn't just want to be a maid, and she doesn't want to just be a maid for Kobayashi, right? Like she wants to be more for herself, but also Kobayashi. Like she wants to be more in Kobayashi's mind than just a maid.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really fun, really exciting. We end up getting a lot of funny little goofy moments here. The stuff at the office was pure hilarity.
Oh, man.
I could not believe how much fun and
the same
joy
gag
I got from the same gag being used over and over and over again.
I feel like maybe because of the rather harsh work environment that it, you know, generally happens all over the world, but also in Japan. The whole idea of like, that you know, mid-level manager that's an absolute dick. Yeah. It's like, don't you wish that you could just psychokinetically just be like, and trip.
The funny thing is that, like, I've never really had a bad manager.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I've never really had, like, poor management. I've just been lucky, I guess, with regards to that. Yeah, I've had poor coworkers. Where the coworkers do things that make it all political with regards to like gaining favor with certain people and stuff like that. And I just kind of deftly like miss me with that stuff there.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, exactly. But the dynamic of a manager, as I know that people don't quit jobs, they quit managers.
Yep.
And that's something that I've never really experienced. So I got surprised by how much fun I enjoyed that joke. That was just perfect.
And then of course, when Kobayashi leaves, she's like, "Hey, Toru, you're there, right?" And then she appears, and it's like, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, she was. But
surprised. She was still surprised, like you're actually there.
But Toru was also surprised of like, how did you know? You know, like, really.
I like how Kobayashi doesn't even really admit it. It's like, well, I think she just kind of goes like I just had a feeling, meaning like
as opposed to baka.
Exactly. What did you think? Like I was gonna think when he just like the second or third time I was like, maybe he's just slipping. But once it went like 5 or 6 times, I'm like, in a row, okay,
like,
okay,
yeah. Well, and also because like in a work environment where you spend a lot of time in a situation, you get an established rhythm of sorts.
Yeah, when things break the routine too hard, like
even by not that much, it's easy to tell.
That's true.
Like because it's just a grind. Everything's basically the same. It's like, okay, here's the person comes up, they say the same things they always say, blah 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 blah.
Right.
And then they go away. Wait, they tripped. Oh, that's never happened before. They tripped again after the same thing that happened when I haven't seen them trip around the office before. That's weird. They tripped twice in a row. Yeah, okay. Foul play, right? Like,
right. I liked also how Kobayashi was like, hey, like, you know, I'm sure it was pretty boring for you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the idea that she still doesn't realize how much she means to Toru, just a little bit. And while Toru is kind of doing the creepy stalker thing, like let's be real, like if
she's very open though about the fact that she's in love with Kobayashi.
I know,
Kobayashi doesn't have a problem with it.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. I just know that like one of the things that's rather hilarious about the dynamic of two characters, where one of them is madly in love with the other, is that the cuter it is, the more you accept the things that are creepy if the person doing it wasn't cute, basically.
Right, and also that it's sort of yeah.
Because of the cutesy nature of the show, we don't assume anything creepy about this. But it is one of those things of where maybe, you know, Toru should be a little bit more direct and... You know.
She's plenty direct.
No, I think she could continue to be more direct, because I think Kobayashi is kind of playing it off as if it's nothing.
Well, it's one of those things where I feel like, because Kobayashi definitely likes Toru, right?
But, of course.
But But the way that she communicates it, she doesn't really, right? Like so Toru does, you know, all her crazy antics and trying to get her to eat the tail meat and everything, and you know, and all that stuff, and just being like, I love you, I will lick your laundry, like, you know, and Kobayashi's just sort of like, okay,
right,
all right, cool, yeah. If you want to cuddle up next to me and take a nap, that works too, you know, like, all right.
Yeah.
Like
Kobayashi's not used to this level of just connection in general.
That's true.
So maybe she doesn't know how to respond to it.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, that's the episode, y'all. Lots of good stuff. Still haven't been introduced to Narwhal Girl yet.
That's
so
true.
Looking forward to that in a future episode. So if you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us and the community there about this show, about anime in general, and you can also talk with Jacob about the sci-fi novel that he wrote.
That's right. I mean, yeah, Battle Lines, y'all know about it. It's on Amazon. Link in the description down below. If you haven't gotten it yet, what are you doing? Go check it out. It's awesome.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.